Today we're talking about the single life and the struggles that come with it and the joys as well. So, guys, how's the single life treating you, Fola?
Yeah, so there are aspects of this single life that I actually enjoy, and that's the freedom that comes with it. So when I say freedom, it just means that I don't necessarily have to answer to anyone. I can do whatever I want as and when I
Madam,
want to.
waiting at home for you.
Indeed, there's no pressure of, oh, where are you now kind of thing. However, there's the flip side, which is not being able to express yourself.
In what way?
In the sexual way. So it's almost as if there's tension that has been stored up, that you're like, okay, God, the body needs this expression.
Needs to be touched.
Indeed, yeah. And so that's the flip side of
vibration.
Thank God. So who else is loving it or hating it?
I'm loving it.
Why are you loving it though?
Because I get, like what he said earlier. I get to do what I like when I want to. So I can decide to travel wherever I want to go to. And I think that when happiness is a choice. So yeah, that's that for me. I'm loving it.
When you saying loving it, because you can live life with someone that you enjoy life with and still love it. Yeah. To be honest, maybe it might be an aspect of you've not experienced the other side.
True. Yeah, probably.
If you've experienced the other side, then you realize there's more in Goshen than.
I don't dispute that, but I'm always of the opinion that this is where you are.
I see your point. Where contentment, where I'm at
it's not even just content. Exactly. This is where you are at this point in time.
So
you can either enjoy it. I'm not consoling myself, dude. I am enjoying it fully.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
Who is not enjoying being single right now? Because you guys seem to be happy.
I think there are pros and cons.
Yes.
I think there are pros and cons. Yes, I agree with Fola, where you're happy. I won't say overly top happy, overjoyed. You're happy because you have nobody that you are accounted to. Mm-hmm. Like you can go and do what you want to do. You can spend your own money. You can, if I decide I want to buy a Range Rover tomorrow, I can buy it without, having to say, oh, can we afford it? Can we not afford it? But on the other flip side, at night when you are cold,
I'm telling you.
And the duvet is not delivering.
Thank you. Your electric blanket has off. That bit, yes. But to be in a relationship or to be married, it's not all about the physical aspect. We know that.
Exactly.
And I think that's the bit that sometimes I miss. Being in a relationship or in a commitment with somebody and doing life with
together.
Does anyone else agree?
Yeah, I do agree. I think if you to ask me that question, if I'm enjoying it, based on my own natural senses, I would say no. But I'm enjoying it based on understanding. Of the season, in the sense that I understand what the season I am in is doing with the help of God, then I'm able to enjoy it. But when I don't have an understanding of that season, then frustration comes in like, okay, why am I still single? Am I the only one? What is happening? There's all of a sudden an awareness that what is happening. But because I have an understanding of what is happening, then it makes me enjoy it because I know it is just a passing through.
It's just a phase.
Crossover.
I think talking from Amma's point of view, thinking more about it, I wouldn't say I'm enjoying, but in terms of the season, like Sharon also put it, okay, let's be a bit more practical. I run my own business. In terms of my space at home or needing that companionship, yes, I need someone around. But in terms of the business or whatever. I've been doing it for a while. Sometimes, because I have friends, funny enough, we're very good friends. She did something for me in terms of paperwork and legal
Who,
stuff.
Amma?
Yeah.
Wow,
work.
shocking.
I work. And I'm like, I hate paperwork.
Oh, so you're trying to say that you value the help.
I value the
help
from-
that's
so
being in a
having
relationship
wa-
gives you.
my wife, just because sometimes something comes easily or naturally for women or lady, but for me, even my invoices or receipt, my accountant has
Not
told
employee
me
secretary now. Which one is? So you
I
want
don't
to
have
marry
money to. No, but the other part is the finance, where you, in terms of the finance side of things, you don't want third party in your life at this moment.
But what if the
Loan-
person is not interested in your business?
It's not interest. Don't let us get too deep into it. Where I'm the kind of guy, I want to be open to. It's a family empire.
That's the vision you have for
Yeah,
your
so
marriage. You want
my
somebody to come on
woman
board,
should be
to
able to,
involved in your.
whether she's a lawyer or doctor, those nitty gritty, she should be able to handle it for me. So that's just the. So from that point of view, sometimes you get home, I don't want to mention, they slam you, check bills, and you be like, oh man. And you gladly pay it because I know I don't have time. I'm chasing those little.
You need like a home manager, someone to just manage that
Someone that
side,
can
manage your
home.
life.
hold things together.
So
I like
from
that.
that point of view, yeah, it could be lonely.
Okay,
or-
just off of that question, what would you say you're looking forward to the most in marriage? What are you looking forward to besides sex, which Fola clearly said? It's okay. There's nothing wrong with that now. What is
The way
not
you put it,
wood?
that Fuller.
I think companionship.
Yeah.
The talking,
companionship.
the banter.
Yeah.
I think I never thought I could chat so much. Well, I'm the life of the party sometimes.
So have you been in a
You
relationship
can't chat
before?
so much.
You've
If
been in
you
a-
chat, there will be third world war then. 'Cause you
Yeah,
can't
so
chat.
the chatting, the companionship, like where you can just be open, very
Be you, be yourself.
visible.
And you know, just to build on what you're saying, I think there's a difference between, because you can have friends that you can somewhat do that with. When you have your partner, and there's something about that
Yeah, it's
deeper.
different from friend.
It's different. It's a different
It's
experience.
different.
So I hear the
You
companionship
can't
piece.
with friends. You can't be. Let's be honest. You can't be 100% with friends.
Are you
no.
offended?
I mean,
you guys are friends, right?
No. No. I don't
She's
mean
looking at you
like that.
different.
There's some things that you can say to your partner, like the person will, especially if your partner is your friend, the person will look at you in a certain way. You'll be like, ah, man. Like if it's your girlfriend, you can't tell your girlfriend that, oh. Do you get what
So
I
you
mean?
can't be
There's
as
some kind of-
vulnerable
Yes.
with your
a
your
girlfriend
friend
or a male
as you
friend.
would be if you were
Even
in
if
a
you have a
relationship.
male friend and you're let's say you have some intimate conversation with the male friend, you don't know what's going on in the male friend's head. Because the guy might be thinking, oh, I hope she's not now, because I see this as a friendship.
For me, it's just looking forward to that one person that's there, that they're stable. That, I did a massive event recently and just, it's nice to have different people, but there's no one I can say they're gonna be there for me through thick and thin, or they're gonna be, I'm really looking forward to having my person. Yeah. The other side of it is that because I was thinking recently when you were saying about whether we enjoy singleness, so it changes, but at this point in time, I'm enjoying it. But the thing I'm a bit scared about getting married, I'm enjoying dating and meeting different guys, and just being, because I'm like, oh my God, it's gonna stop. This is the only.
So why are you not doing it now?
Say again.
Why are you not doing that now?
So it's the fact that you have the opportunity to, as a single person, you have that opportunity
to explore.
To meet different guys. Okay, this one will fly me out. This will treat you very nice. Yeah, so I'm just like, and I remember thinking, I was thinking to God, I was like,
meeting them.
Can you share these
Can
guys?
you share your links?
There's a
online.
wilderness experience happening.
I'm joking.
So I think for me, I was thinking, because I've been so busy recently. and so I haven't dated recently since the
What's
pandemic.
recently? Okay.
Since the pandemic.
Oh, wow.
So I was thinking, oh my God, I know I don't want to get married yet because I need to explore.
Enjoy this. Wow.
You know, like I won't have that opportunity to meet different guys.
Why? As in, is there a reason? Like,
What's the reason behind it? Why would you just want to meet
why
different
would
kind
you
of guys?
not want to have your own person? Like,
No, that's what I'm saying. I feel like there needs to be a season of doing that. So that's the other bit that as a single, me, I enjoy the fact that I can be free to talk to different guys.
Okay, now I get you.
What about if you go on a date and the first date you go on, you have this vision of you want to go on different dates throughout the year, you want to meet new people, etc., new guys, that is, and you go on the first date and you realize that actually this is the one. Would you still have the mindset, because you have that desire to explore, etc., would be like, even though you feel like he's the one,
You still want to explore?
Yeah, you're not parking. That's what I'm saying. That's exactly what I mean. So I'm like, oh God, I need to enjoy proper before that time comes where I have to. Yeah, because I feel. Do you guys not feel that way? Do men not feel that way?
Nah.
Are you serious?
Are the queues long? As long as her queue is on your side.
So how would you know that? Because sometimes the real one might have passed you by. What's your exploring and enjoying the mode?
So it's just dating and meeting people, right? So it's the freedom. Sorry, what's the question?
The question was, you have this vision, let's say in 2022, of meeting different guys. The first guy that you meet, you feel like this is the one. Because you want to meet different guys throughout the year, you want to go on this dating experience.
Not throughout the year. I'm just saying the good thing about being single is that you have that freedom to date different men.
So if you meet someone, you feel like you won't wait.
No, like if I meet somebody, before we get to the point of engagement, it's going to be about 3 months.
So you quickly date a few more
You
before.
date, yeah,
wow.
and it's just it depends what you mean by dating. So you're literally meeting men. So do you know what I mean? And the man is, I know we think that they don't, but most of them they are as well. They're meeting. You don't meet somebody and be like, oh, you're my wife, you're my husband. Is that how it happens?
No, because I could understand what you're saying. I'm not sure whether it's different for women, because I remember once I was speaking to a friend and she was saying how she's talking to 3 guys. Now, I wouldn't do that.
why?
Well, I think it's confusing.
Yeah.
I mean, it's for a guy anyway.
Well, she's close to them, like
not close,
dating
not close.
relationship.
But just when I said, okay, so talking just means you are having a general conversation. So in other words, they've come into your radar and they are talking to you. So in other words, they're not friends that you've been speaking to before. All of a sudden, they've just come into your. They're interested
in you.
But she might talk to 3 people. Now, this person, I thought, oh, she's spirit-filled, mature Christian. And she made me understand that actually, because they haven't said anything, she couldn't shut them out.
Wow.
But then it's different for me from a male perspective. I wouldn't do that because I suppose I'm dating with an intention. I'm not going around to say, oh, do I like this person? Do I
Is
like
this
that
the
person?
one? If this not the one?
You see, there's that aspect of being mindful.
Yeah, just being
of
intentional.
the things I'm saying.
So you don't want to lead them on.
Exactly, I wouldn't want to lead them. So in other words, I only speak to one person at a time.
If you're talking to several people at the same time, you might be swinging the other people.
I think
on.
it's even draining. Personally, for me, talking to, it's draining. Oh my God, getting to know new people.
Yeah, I was going to say
draining.
that as a woman, this is the way I say it, that, you go on a date, there's a part of you that is being opened to people, your heart, no matter how you see it. So you open up to this to a certain extent, not let down all your guards. Then you go to another person, you open yourself up again, So for me, I think it's the emotional aspect that it can be draining.
Yeah, I think it very much depends on what we mean by talking.
Exactly, that's what I'm getting into.
To what extent we are opening up.
Are you just networking, just
Yeah, I mean,
what's
is
the-
that going for a
what's
meal?
the end goal?
Do you get what I mean? And having that kind of communication or that level of depth with a few people, to me, whether you're male or female, I wouldn't necessarily see it as draining or time wasting or
Maybe, I guess we're all
or
different.
not dating
Yeah.
with intention. I think it depends. You know what I mean? What to
And
what
I guess
level?
maybe the age,
I was about to
range
say
also differs.
that the age also matters, because I personally, if I'm to go on a date now, it's very intentional. I'm so intentional about it. I'm not here to waste your time. You're not here to waste our time. Let's just set the record straight. For me, it's very intentional.
I think it's the dating
yeah.
thing for me, where if you open to networking, you want to meet other people. I don't know your line of work. Maybe your line of work requires you meeting new people. So let's say you are in an event or any where to meet people, for instance. So you met this guy, you are talking. So then talking can be talking. It won't be anything relational in terms of So when you then say about dating, if you come from talking to then go out, then you're defining the relationship, moving from platonic to something more meaningful. So that's where you have
but
to.
not always, because let's say, for example, if you're going out for a meal with someone, is that automatically a date?
It depends
You
on
have
your
to define
circle
it, though.
sometimes.
You have to
I
define
think
it.
the age you're in, for sure, for instance,
Yeah.
that would be a.
That would be a
wouldn't
date.
go out with someone except
Well,
you
you
see
might
a
be a
date.
bit too
No, when you
restrictive
get
as well.
no,
You could
not
be
at
too
all.
restrictive.
You get to a certain age in your life. If I was 25, and I'm being honest here, I would, we'll have it. We'll sit down, we'll talk. But at a certain age, I'm sorry.
don't
My
have
time
time.
is
Okay,
involved.
let's be more practical.
My
What
my
about
emotions are involved. There is,
But why
there is
does your emotion have to be involved?
No, I'm just saying. When I say that is me. You're talking about me now, not the other person. My time, my attention, there's something I'm looking towards in the next few years. So it's going to be very different for me. When I was 25 now, it's okay. We have time. It's cool for me. So
All right,
it's very
can I
different.
change the direction of the question? What are the top 3 qualities you're looking for in your mate, your future mate? Because I believe that when you have that in mind, all this talk about who you're dating, you're going to filter out a lot of people.
Yeah.
So what are
Exactly.
you looking for?
I think for me, definitely a Christian, and Christian is very relative these days. Born again Christian that is open to seek God, right? A friend. I just want to marry my friend, where we do life, we enjoy banter.
Hello,
and
baby.
Oh, so she's finally toasting me now. She's finally toasting me.
Amma has picked one, the first one, the second
Amma, no,
what's
don't.
the third
Ma,
one?
she didn't take the first one. She's not a disciple, you remember?
She's a disciple.
Leave that one. What's the third
the
one?
third one.
Quality. That's not a quality.
It is quality for some. 'cause
Okay, well,
for me,
that's Inaya's words.
no, for me, it's very quality where
Yeah,
I
third.
want to. Because
The one
if
that
you-
relates, that
yeah,
friendship.
that
to
friendship.
exist with.
I
The
want
person
my
has to
friend.
be your friend.
It might not be initially, but you have to be my friend. I want to do life. I can't
Fine,
just.
that's fine. What's the third one?
The third one is help.
Okay.
I need help. And I'm not help in terms of my mom or sister, help in terms of support.
Okay.
So that's okay. Interesting.
Okay.
Top 3.
Top 3 for me, he has to love me, like the way God loves me.
Wow.
The second one, I think someone that fits into my purpose and like serving community and the purpose.
So
I'm
he
going.
has to fit into your purpose.
We have
Just
to
wanna
fit into
clarify
each
that.
other's purpose. So I'm very clear on my
On
life.
your direction, yeah.
So it's someone that I can see that fits in, or I can support him, or it fits. The third, I don't know. I don't know there's so many, but if I have to choose one, I like someone. Like I said, I love to have fun. I love to laugh. I love to have a good time. So I think that's my sphere of Christian men. But someone that.
You're boring. Y'all are boring.
So you're really knocking off some guys off the list now.
You feel Christian guys are boring.
Like no, I don't think some Christian. That's my fear.
Okay, you're fair. It's
Can
okay.
that be in the next?
So someone that's just we're gonna laugh and have
Do you
fun
like
together.
Yeah, of course. You
But
need that.
how is that different from being a friend? Is that not what friend?
Friend, your own friend has to come with house girl qualities. She has to be able to clean the house.
No,
I'm just
you're
teasing.
getting-
But anyway, yours has a bit of help dimension.
Yeah.
No,
personal
that's
assistant,
separate.
house manager.
So can I add one more? This is important. He has to be
All
a provider.
right.
That's
Oh.
important because people forget that these days.
You know, I was going to say these words are good, but what does it mean? Like,
Come on.
It's
I like that.
do you get what I mean? Like, what does support mean? What does provide?
Before we go deep,
you know.
Amma, please.
I for me, the 3 things. Number 1 is the person has to have a relationship with God. Person's relationship with God is not about you need to show me fruit of the Spirit, not just I'm going to church on Sunday. Fruit of the Spirit, it has to be kind, it has to be gentle, it has to be, things of the Holy Spirit anyways. Number 2, character. He needs to have character. If you don't have character, then what I mean by character, it means that your Christianity need to speak. So if
Isn't
you're
that close to the fruit of the spirit?
I was about to
Well,
say that it's very close.
Okay.
it's close. It's close.
So
but-
if we put that as one, both as one, okay.
both
So
as
what would
one.
your number
yeah,
2 be?
So both of one, fruit of the spirit, yeah, both as one. Then the man has to have integrity as well. What you say you're gonna do it. Don't come and say, oh, I'll meet you tomorrow and I don't see you.
So
We'll
you're
have a
big on
problem.
fruits.
Ah,
You have to
big
come
on-
with the
please,
fruits.
you have to come with
No
the fruit. For
potential.
me, that's the most essential thing. If you're saying that you're a Christian,
Are you taking
let me
notes?
see.
That's why she's been loving on me, you know. Because I've ticked some of your boxes.
Then number 3,
Take
please
26 back.
have a job. Be employed. If you're not,
So provider.
be a provider. What I mean by be a provider, I'm not saying you have to be
Can
working
you walk
in
from
Canary
the
Wharf.
bottom to the
Okay,
top?
I
You
like
can
that,
work
Amma.
from the you can
Yeah.
work from the bottom up, but
As
have
a cleaner?
something that you're doing
looking
so
for
we
what
can
to-
build
yeah.
on it.
Yeah.
As a cleaner
I like
making
that.
300 a month?
Listen, as long as you have a job and you're willing to strive to be better, we can build on something. You cannot be sitting at home with your CV and tell me that I'm looking for work. Hello? There's McDonald's, you can be working there first. Nah, mate, I'm working, so you better be doing something.
We'll just hear from Sheon what her top 3 is, and then we'll wrap it up.
So my top 3, I think being born again, and it's not just being religious, it's having a working relationship with God, and I can see fruit. You know, the fruit doesn't have to be ripe to a certain extent, but I can see fruit of the Spirit, which is character in you.
Good.
And character, we know, comes with self-control, peace, gentleness, kindness, faithfulness, and all of that.
What are the top?
The other 2. So the second one will be leadership. I really don't want to marry a man that I'll be the one to tell, we need to do this, we need to do that. I'm sorry, it's not a deal, as in he has to be able to lead a home. And so I expect that to a certain extent from a man. And the third one is, I think I've also covered that in character, which is, I would say the word kind. You know, just a kind man. A man that is kind will love you. A man that is kind will see that you stress here, I need to pick up this on your behalf. A man that is kind will be sensitive to your needs, yeah, just very kind.